Hello, I'm Chris Fisher, President of ABC of Michigan. I'd like to quickly update you on an issue that should concern anyone who pays taxes that help fund local townships, communities, cities, or even K-12 public schools and major state universities. Would you support politicians steering contracts to special interest groups? I suspect most of you would say no. What if those contracts increase the cost of taxpayer-funded construction paid for by you and me and discriminated against local workers? It's hard to believe that such cronyism wouldn't already be outlawed, but unfortunately, it's happening every day in Michigan. These crony agreements are called Union-Only Project Labor Agreements, or PLAs, and taxpayers are paying the bill. PLAs are being pushed and promoted by union bosses wherever public construction is happening, on college campuses, throughout school districts, at county commission meetings, and in township halls. Union bosses promise to prevent work stoppages and strikes in exchange for a taxpayer-funded construction monopoly. This results in less competition, higher price tags, and the unjustifiable exclusion of most construction contractors and their employees. More than 75% of Michigan's construction workforce chooses not to belong to a union or pay union fees and dues, and are therefore not eligible to participate in projects that are subjected to union-only PLAs, unless, of course, they first agree to abide by union agreements. A PLA by any name requires agreements with union groups for a specific construction project. For most Michigan construction companies and their employees, this means being subjected to union agreements that employers never had a chance to negotiate and that workers never had a voice in ratifying. It also means that contractors who sign a PLA are required to use only workers who pay union fees or dues, instead of all qualified workers, regardless of whether or not they belong to a union, who live in our communities and pay taxes. Instead of special interest handouts based on union status, all workers, union and non-union alike, deserve equal access to opportunity. And it's time that our elected officials stand up for everyone, including taxpayers. PLAs weaken Michigan's economy by putting a heavier tax burden on Michigan taxpayers and driving up publicly funded construction costs. This is because PLAs erode the fairness of the competitive bid process, resulting in fewer bidders, thereby inflating the cost of construction. Neither the state nor local communities can afford to spend extra and unnecessary tax dollars to build schools, libraries, roads and bridges, or college dormitories. To fight back, ABC has launched a statewide effort designed to reduce or eliminate PLAs in Michigan. Like you, we believe that public construction projects should be awarded on merit, to the lowest, most qualified bidders, rather than on the basis of union affiliation. We want to end the discriminatory practice of PLAs by prohibiting them throughout our state. It's all about equality for all workers, and we're asking you to get involved. Join the Accountable Construction Task Force at www.accountableconstruction.com. Understand the impact of forced union agreements in your community. If you'd like to receive a monthly update, send us an email and we'll add you to the email list. Thanks for listening and for supporting fair and open competition on both public and private construction projects in Michigan.